Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the Good Friday Agreement, the truce that ended the bloody conflict in Northern Ireland. Please remember to like and subscribe. Now let's get right into it. Fact 1. Many names. The Good Friday Agreement has actually many names because so many parties were involved in drafting and agreeing to it. Other common names are Belfast Agreement or simply the Agreement. There are also other names used in Irish or Ulster Scot languages that are distinct in Northern Ireland. The reason why there are so many names is because there are really so many parties involved in this agreement. Typically in a war or a conflict, there's only two sides. In this particular conflict, there was three sides. There was internal conflict within the Northern Ireland political parties. There was a conflict between Northern Ireland and Ireland itself. And there's also conflict between Northern Ireland and the UK. And so this agreement had to be a three-way peace pact in order to end the conflict. All right, let's get into the next fact. Fact 2, a two-part agreement. As I mentioned in the previous section, the Good Friday Agreement to end the Troubles, which is the bloody conflict in Northern Ireland, was very complicated. It is not your typical peace treaty between two warring countries. Because there are so many parties involved, the treaty or the agreement actually has two parts. The first part of the agreement is amongst the Northern Ireland political parties itself. This whole conflict came about because within the Northern Ireland territory, the people within it have a divided opinion on which country to join. Some people wanted to stay with the United Kingdom and some people wanted to join the Irish government. And as a result, the first part of the agreement is between the various political parties with Northern Ireland to agree to a ceasefire and a peaceful coexistence. The second part of the agreement is between the Irish government, the Republic of Ireland, and the United Kingdom. This is the more traditional sort of armistice between two separate countries. But because the conflict in Northern Ireland was really three-way, the traditional agreement between the two countries is actually the second part of the agreement. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 3, open-ended. Another very interesting component of the Good Friday Agreement is that one of the major stipulations that everyone had to agree to was that the people had the right to determine which country they belong to. Because currently the people in Northern Ireland are divided on which country to join, they left the agreement open-ended. This means that, unlike other peace treaties among conflicts, the situation can change at any time through a referendum or voting. The Good Friday Agreement left this possibility wide open, allowing the people of Northern Ireland at any given time to hold a vote referendum to join one country or the other. Currently, Northern Ireland is part of Great Britain or the United Kingdom. But if tomorrow the Northern Ireland people decided to have a vote and the vote turned out to be they all want to join the Republic of Ireland, that can happen. The agreement left that as a possibility. And I think this is the reason why everyone finally agreed to it and ended a 30-year conflict. Because this is not really a final agreement, if you will. It's more like a truce and a ceasefire and to discuss the possibility of ending it peacefully. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 4, Protestant versus Catholic. Another huge component of the Troubles, bloody conflict, is the conflict between Protestants and Catholics. The Catholics are the minority in Northern Ireland, and the Protestants are the majority. Unfortunately, when there's a majority and minority kind of populations, discrimination and conflicts are bound to occur. And this was no different. In fact, The more I research into the Good Friday Agreement and the Troubles conflict in Northern Ireland, the more it makes sense to me that this was actually more of a religious war. The people in Northern Ireland who are Catholics simply do not agree with the people who are Protestants and vice versa. And because of these differing beliefs, they were willing to go to war with each other and kill each other. And as a result, as I mentioned in the previous section, the Good Friday Agreement isn't absolute. They left the determination of this territory wide open for the people, because the Protestants and the Catholics are still not really agreeing on the current situation and which country Northern Ireland should belong to. Alright, let's get into the next and final fact: Brexit issues. Ever since United Kingdom voted to exit the European Union, the Northern Ireland section is a really hot topic and a potential flashpoint. And the reason is this: while the UK was in the European Union, trade was open and free between other European countries. And because the United Kingdom is an island, it never shared any border with the EU. And so any kind of cargo or goods that come into the United Kingdom had to be checkpointed and screened and so forth. With Brexit that happened, now Northern Ireland is the sole part of the United Kingdom that touches a EU country, which is the Republic of Ireland. And now checkpoints and security and inspection must set up in order for goods to flow between Northern Ireland and Ireland itself. This posed a major challenge because now it introduced checkpoints and memories of the previous conflict where severe fighting and border controls need to be strictly enforced. The UK proposed a really good solution in that any goods destined to the Northern Ireland can bypass any kind of security, while the goods going to Republic of Ireland will go through checkpoint and inspections. They call it the red lane and green lane. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.